For centuries, the humans who walked the forest paths saw only silence and solitude. They were deaf to the conversation. But Alara, a young botanist with a rare gift, could hear it. To her, the forest was a cacophony of whispers, a bustling city of ancient beings. "What if I told you," she would murmur to the skeptical, "that the quiet forest floor is actually buzzing with conversation?" She would place her hand on the rough bark of a grandfather pine, and the story would flood into her. It wasn't with words, but with chemical signals and electrical pulses through the wood-wide web, a vast fungal network connecting root to root. A bold statement would form in her mind, a truth the trees themselves knew. "For centuries you've seen us as silent, solitary giants. But we are a community." She witnessed it firsthand. When a young sapling, a slender birch, was shaded and struggling, the mighty oak beside it did not compete. Instead, it shared. Alara felt the surge of sugary nutrients flowing through the fungal threads from the oak's roots to the birch's, a silent act of nurture. The emotional connection was profound. When loggers came for the old maple at the forest's edge, the entire grove trembled. Alara felt the warning pulses shoot through the network, a chemical scream of "danger!" The trees responded, pumping bitter tannins into their leaves to make themselves less palatable to insects, a unified defense. But the most moving scene came after the maple fell. For days, a deep, thrumming elegy pulsed through the network. It was a shared grief, a remembrance of the lost member of their community. The stumps of felled trees, which humans saw as dead, continued to feed their neighbors for decades, their legacy living on in the forest they helped sustain. Alara shared this with the world, not as a secret to be kept, but as a truth to be cherished. The forest was not a collection of individuals. It was a family, a superorganism, speaking in a language of care and resilience. And if you stood very still and listened not with your ears, but with your heart, you could almost feel the whisper of their incredible, interconnected world.